Hey, it's Clay Trade, and this will be a video chart on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Been trying to do this one at least once a week to kind of track what's been going on. And the pullback continued this week. Yesterday, though, we did get a nice day, and it was kind of building up to that after Tuesday and Wednesday's days. So if I narrow this up a little bit more, you can see here was the real nasty day we had. Then we had a doji, had a spinning top doji, whatever you want to call it. Then showed some life here, and then today just a real boring type small candle, tight range. But surprisingly, actually, there's more volume than what happened yesterday, so that makes it kind of interesting. But nonetheless, we fell down and tested an important support area, and luckily we have been holding so far. That area being right around here. If you want, you can move up the line here. But we had a previous high back here, and then you can see back in May bounced around quite a bit around that high. And if you're familiar with charting, you know that at this one point this was a resistance. It was broken here, therefore it became a support, and then clearly it held as a support. And once again, holding as a support here. So this is the kind of key level to watch now. On the daily, we've clearly fallen below the 50-day simple moving average, back above it now. But the point being, we got to just watch and make sure that we can stay around this area. The other thing to note is the 200-day simple moving average, which is this orange line sloping down like this, and it's really been kind of hammering on the head of the price. If you look here, you can see it just basically knocked the price down, and then once again here, the price is up near it, and it's getting knocked back down. So this orange line is definitely one to keep your eye on. But the level that I'm more watching and kind of concerned with is right here around the 8200 level. This high over here is 8190. So for argument's sake, it just makes more sense to round it up to 8200. So 8200 right now is pretty key in my opinion in terms of what needs to hold. If this doesn't hold, then it's very possible we'll go on another pullback to somewhere down here, or below 8,000, right around 7,700, 7,800, right around there. So with the 8,200 break, there is a very realistic and possible 400 point downside then before you reach this area of support down here. So it'll be very interesting to see how this holds up this next upcoming week. Now to hop down here, actually I'm going to skip the 60 minute and go to the 30 minute. You can see a little bit more clearly what's been going on. But back here on the 16th and 17th, put in a couple of these lows here, and these acted as support. So after I draw this trend line, it'll become a little more evident of kind of what's been going on and why technical analysis is pretty valuable. But by using these two areas here, which once again were support, you can see that when the support broke, price really suffered, and at this break here it turned from support to resistance. And then lo and behold, look what happened when the price got up here this past week. Hit resistance and fell back down. So right now on the lower time frames, we're looking at right around the 8475, 8500 area as kind of the key level to try to get back above. And same with the 60 minute. When you hop to the 60 minute, you can still see it clearly. Acted as support. Here it broke and became resistance. And then right there, acted right as resistance. So this is the level to keep your eye on for the shorter term time frames. And it'll be very kind of interesting to see what happens. Now, if we can get above it, unfortunately, now we're looking square in the face with the 200 period simple moving average, which is flatlining now, so that's going to act as a resistance. You can see here that it acted as a nice support. Kind of, you can see the price got stuck up in its web before finally on this candle right here. You can see that it really pulled away from it, and since then, the rest is history. Fell apart and hasn't gone up and tested it yet. So I would imagine if we can get through this black line, I'm expecting another kind of web type effect up here where the price might break above it, drop below, break above it, drop below, before finally kind of making up its mind, which way does it want to go. So I'd expect some sort of consolidation pattern like that up here around the 200 period, if it can even get through there. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. We first need to just get through that resistance level there. And then close things off, let's just look at the weekly real quick. You can see the nice bounce here, and now we've just basically been consolidating. The thing to keep your eye on the weekly is we are experiencing this 50-week simple moving average crushing down on us like this. I mean, that's a very clear decline there. So as you can see, we got up near it and are now kind of backing off from it. We do have our 20-week simple moving average that has finally stopped declining, has leveled out, and is now slightly increasing. But what we really don't want to see happen on this weekly chart is for this maroon line to fail as support. Right now it's valued at 8,000 just to round up. So this is ideally where the lowest you'd want to see it go before bouncing up on the weekly chart. So if you have any questions, shoot me a message and I'll do my best to help you out. But once again, this was multiple time frame analysis on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Thanks for listening and have a good weekend.